Hey up guys, well the grudge match continues and it ain't the weather for it. I'll explain why in a sec. Right, filming's going to be a bit stop-starty today because I'm back out that quick. I've been that busy in the meantime that I've not even had a chance to recharge my batteries. They've literally been charging on battery pack as I've been travelling. So I'm going to put them on charge now because I've had to charge the microphones up. But yeah, the grudge match continues. So yesterday, you will probably have already seen the video unless I decide not to post it because this session goes tremendous. So yeah, yesterday I was down here again and let's just say it didn't go well. If I haven't posted the video, I'll tell you now. There were 13 of us, 14 of us down here last night. 11 of us caught fish. I was one of the 3 that didn't. And to be honest, today, the conditions were better last night than they are tonight. So I'm not holding my breath. I'll show you at sea state in a sec. I just want to say, down there, hiya Jason. Hiya Matt. Now I've got Danny, George and his young'un next to me. George from Anglers and Danglers. Best tackle shop in Grimsby in my opinion. And I know that's going to cause some controversy, but he's always looked after me. He's always answered me questions. And being a new angler, you can't ask for more than that, can you? Oh, right, sorry. Just got to protect my gear with us being down on a beach. Sand is the killer of electronics, more so than water. So I'm just tidying my peg up, just thrown out. Sorry, you got a lovely picture of my bald spot there, haven't you? And I'm going to move the camera in a sec. And I'm just going to have a chill out today, really. I say it's a grudge match, but I'm not really, like I say, I'm not holding my breath. It's a bit of a chill out session. I didn't actually come with anybody. These are just the guys that are here. I didn't announce it. I didn't say I was coming because I didn't know I was coming. I'd just like to take this opportunity just to say thank you to the missus. How many missuses, when we had a bairn 18 days ago, not only has she let me come fishing twice locally, but I've had a weekend away in Blythe fishing as well, all since the bairn were born. We can't call her Mrs. I don't know if I've mentioned her name on channel, so I don't want to mention it now, but how many missuses would let you do that without any backlash? Not many. You know, can't argue, can you? Can't fault it, can't argue. I rang her out of blue saying I want to go fishing this afternoon after I'd been on allotment all morning. Expecting her, well, Ross, come on, play fair. And she went, nah, go. Can't say fairer than that, can you? I'd like, actually, on the gardening channel, she's known as Mrs. Shed because the original channel name was Conversation Shed. I'd like to know what you think, and like I said, please do bear in mind how nice she's been. I'd like to know what you think, because we can't call her Mrs. One Man and His Rod, or Mrs. Rod. Let me know in the comments below what you think we should dub the missus. Be kind, because she's been very kind to me, and thusly allowing me to produce this footage. I'm going to get this in now because I always forget, and I know some people like it, some people don't, but I'm going to ask you, if you've watched some of my videos and you're here watching this one now and you've made it this far in, You've seen how many times I blank. Please do press that like button. Please do press that subscribe button. Ring the bell if you'd like to get the notifications about when I upload. I don't have a regular upload schedule. So, you know, if you want to see my videos as and when they come out, press that bell and select to be notified to all. And always join in the discussion. This is not a how-to fishing channel. This is not bragging rights, look how many fish I've caught at X, Y, and Z mark. This is a video log, a video diary as it were, of me learning how to sea fish. I only started sea fishing in December 2020. And as always, life throws you a few curveballs, and I've not had many sessions out. I think there's some weed online. I've not had many sessions out, and it's always been, it's all about learning. You know, it's all about me learning. Yes, I do some rig time videos, but they're not how to tie a rig. This is how I tie a rig. And there's always good conversation in the comments. So anyway, I'm going to shut the camera off, or I might put it on time-lapse for a little bit. I do need to conserve battery while those other two are charging, so I'll probably shut it off. At the moment, we're all just bringing in clumps of weed. It's all about regular bait changes, otherwise your hooks just end up covered in weed. If your hooks are covered in weed, the fish can't get to them, you ain't going to catch. So at the moment, here on this mark, 5-10 minutes, change your bait. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit up waffling, I'm going to get a fresh bait out there, and I'm going to sit and eat my sandwich. So I'll see you in a bit. Oh, I said I'd show you at sea state, didn't I? Let's point you out there a little bit. So as you can see, sea state, there's a fair bit of movement out there. Now we have come to target smooth hounds again, but that sea is very bassy. So I might put a bigger rod out with bigger bait, not so far, just into breakers, just to see if I can catch a bass. Put 2 rods on this beach when it's weedy like it is at the moment. They're hard work. My hat's off to Jason down there, he's fishing 2 rods. It's hard work, it is hard work. So I'm going to bring this one in anyway. I've had a look at the sea, you can see there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of colour, it's brown through and through. There is I can't see any blue spots. Last night the lads that were casting out, that were able to hit them, were hitting those blue spots, and that's where the fish seem to be. I can't cast that far. I don't hold that much up, because both sides of me I've got lads fishing on crab. Now with smoothies, if they smell a crab, that's where they're going to go. I've only got squid. It is what it is. Next year I'm going to persevere. I'm going to make sure I've got some crab in that freezer, and make sure I've got some cash available and get some crab in my freezer. Maybe it's the immaturity in me, but saying stuff like that does make me giggle inside a little bit. Right, anyway, I'm going to get a new bait ready, get this one changed. I'll see you in a bit. Right guys, nothing so far. Might have had a bit of a sniff a little while ago. I think Mr. Seal, well, we know Mr. Seal's back. And I think it swams through mine and Danny's line. I think we had a knock, and we thought we were caught up on one another. But as it turns out, Mr. Seal popped his head straight up as soon as we brought in, so I think Mr. Seal had swum through his line. But we're in Witching Hour now, guys. It's 7 o'clock, high tide's at 8 o'clock. So I've just been down to see Jason and Matty. But now it's time to pay attention to the reels a little bit and keep fresh bait in the water. That was shit. That was shit. Let go too late on that one. 2 parallel took water, that one went out. It'll do, it can stay, but I'm not overly happy about its positioning. Oh, I've just lifted it out. Only problem with braid, there's no giving it. It's unforgiving. So I'm just on squid, and at the moment I'm quite thankful I'm just on squid, because even the lads with the expensive crab baits are having nothing. So I'm on squid with the pulley dropper again. I did press record, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, dead paranoid these guys these days, guys. The weeds dropped out, as it always seems to do, an hour before high. And to be honest, I'm sending smallish baits with the wind being so high, because they cast better. But it's just, I'm using half a hood of squid. I think once we get past high water, I might start throwing a bit of cocktail on, a bit of words are leaving me. Bit of mackerel mixed up with a bit of tipped with a bit of squid. But all quiet on the western front at the moment. Still loving the bait, mate. Still loving the bait, mate. Not that they pay me to say so, but as I've said with the, as I used to say with gardening channel, I'll endorse something that I think is a good product. And yes, I'll be honest, when you order the bait, mate, you go, fecking hell, that much money for a bit of bent sheet metal. But I can't deny it's a handy tool. Really is. Especially, I mean, I haven't, but if you've got dexterity issues, it makes baiting up at home so much easier, quicker, cleaner. I'm going to do a live stream, I think, relatively soon. Probably when I'm sat prepping some baits for cod season. I'll probably do a live then. I like to do lives when I'm sat doing a menial task, because I get to touch base with you guys. What I'm doing don't require 100% of my attention. And I get to spend more time sort of concentrating on talking with you guys, learning from you guys. I mean, I've learnt more in these past few days, being down here with the likes of Danny, Matty, and stuff like that, than I have done for ages. And I am extremely thankful for them sharing their knowledge with me. I really am. So if you watch this, guys, I don't think you do, but if you do, know that the little bits and pieces that you give me are very gratefully received. But yeah, I'm going to time-lapse you a little bit now, guys, because the other batteries should have had a bit of charge in them. So I'll get some time-lapse. This is good. This looks like it might turn out to be a short video, because there's nothing going on. I've nothing really to rant. I did have something to rant about, but I've forgotten what it was. It can't have been that bad. There's no changes to my setup, no changes to my gear. I've just been down to see, as I've just said, Joseph, and he's got the newer version, the Cinetic Rex Tail 450, or I think he's got the 420, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there is a 450 or a 420, but he's got the newer Cinetic Rex Tail. I've just had a go with it, and God, it feels lovely, it feels really nice. I might have to get myself one of them. for my second rod for winter cod fishing. I'll have to see. I think there might be something having a little sniff. Either that or I've gone into a patch of weed. I'm not too sure. Did I mention Mr. Seal's come back again today? It's been up and down a couple of times. But yes, this is, to be fair, this is an impromptu session. And I've just come for a bit of a chill out, really. I thought I'd film. As I'm here, I might as well film, if you know what I mean. And if a fish crops up, a fish crops up. And try and keep this one short in the hope that I can release both videos this week. There is going to be a slight break in video releasing, purely and simply because of change of jobs and sort of baby, and I'll have weekends on call and things like that. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Nobody knows, because I didn't think I were going to get out again for a few weeks, and then the missus said I could go today. Not that I, you know, I don't really ask for permission because she says I can't go X, Y, and Z, rah, rah, rah. I ask for permission out of courtesy, really, to give her the option to say, Russ, I'd rather you stayed home with me today, or, you know, something like that. It's only fair, isn't it? But yeah, I'll knock you off again, and I'll do a bit of time lapse. You can watch the rod with me and things like that. I'll put you over my shoulder. So I'll set that up, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, sit rep, since I've had you on time-lapse for nearly 2 hours. Apologies for that. I'll probably cut some of that out, to be honest. Just looking for a cable for me to charge my light with. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be fishing for, because I'm throwing Teddy Arctic cod. No, I'm kidding, I'm not throwing Teddy Arctic cod. I'll never throw Teddy Arctic cod. It's nice to see people catch. But the lads down next to me, you got George and Danny next to me, and Matty, they're all fishing crab and they're bagging up. I've forgotten my decent head torch. That's in the car. So, and I appear that I've also forgotten my tip lights. Or the one that was in my tackle box doesn't work. I've had a rummage round in my camera box where I thought my other one was, and yeah, it's not there. And this torch, honestly, it's all right for baiting up with, but the lens appears to be cockeyed, so pointing it at my tip is difficult. But yeah, they're bagging up. Between them, in the last half an hour, they've probably landed 6-7 ounce. Turn that light up a bit now. And I've had not a sniff. I lost my leader knot on my braid, gave up. So I lost it, and then Danny cast over me, or my line dragged into his, I'm not sure which, and then bringing it in, I found it again. So I've sorted all that out, tidied all that away. You saw me do that for about half an hour on the time lapse, although it'd be about 3 seconds on there. Yeah, not too much of an happy camper today. I'm defeated again by having, I think it's a mixture of range and bait that's killed me today. Couldn't get my hands on any crab. They're all three of them fishing with crab, bagging up. They're also casting further than I am. Yeah, they're also casting further than I am. And yeah, it's a mixture of things really. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to fish for. I'll say again, if you've stuck with me this far, press that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It helps me out massively. I've not even checked to see if the sound's working. Sorry, give me a sec. I might have to re-record this entire bit. La 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 la. Yeah, it is. Sorry. I'll cut through that. So I'm going to change the bait again. You're not going to be able to see much because I've not brought my big lights with me. But I've got another bait ready. I might do 2 or 3 more casts and then I might pack up. It's been nice to be down on beach with everybody again. It really is. It's nice to meet Joseph. Apologies if I'm getting your name wrong. I'm terrible with names. But yeah, not so much as a sniff. This video may never see the light of day. Nah, I kid you. I will always show my successes as well as my failures, and at the moment I'm just having more failures than I am successes. But I'll get there. Still early days for me. These guys have been at it for years. I've been at it for months. So I can't complain. Although I'm gonna. I wonder if I could get away with taking my tip light off my other one and putting it on there. Different brackets. Yeah, well, sort of. Right, as I was saying, guys, sorry, I just wanted to get that bait changed. But as I was saying, I think I'm going to rebait once more, and that's going to be me. We are, what are we? 9 o'clock actually, we're later than I thought. So we're an hour past high. I mean, it should still be fishing its tits off, but you know, these guys are still bagging up. I've had nothing, not even a sniff. And it's not as if I ain't been concentrating, actually. I've been sat concentrating and paying attention, and it's just not happening for me. It's just not happening for me. So I'm gonna set me drag, go have a chat with Danny and George, and I'll be back with you in 10 minutes, unless something happens. Okay guys, that is gonna be it from me tonight. As I've been told time and time again, if they're gonna hit it, they'll hit it quick. And they hadn't hit it. Water's disappearing fast. So I'm going to get the camera pack down. So guys, that's going to be it for me, for the battle between me and Bonkers Bank. I've had one successful trip in 5, which is not great numbers, but I'm still learning. So I'm not upset. I've had some great evenings this last couple of evenings with the lads. I've met some subscribers. You know who you are. I've spoken about you in the video. It's always nice to meet you. It's always nice to, especially Joe, who is new to the fishing world because of me. So, well, I contributed towards it. So, yeah, happy days, good news and all that. I was hoping I could show you a fish before I signed off. And I mean, there's still time. The bait's going to be out for another 5-10 minutes. But quite frankly, everybody else is packing down, and I don't really like the walk back on my own in the dark. Especially not with my small head torch, because it'll probably run out of charge halfway back. So I'm going to keep the camera light in my pocket just in case. But until next time, guys, see you later.